Hello, my name is Cooper Weller, and this is Thoughts. The purpose behind this show, there isn't really one. This show is an excuse for me to ramble, because I love talking, and I got a lot going on in my noggin. Not a lot as in smarts, because Lord knows I'm lacking in the brains department, but I want to just talk about anything. Every episode of this show, I will talk about a proposed topic, a question, an inanimate object, your favorite dinosaur, what kind of car does Whoopi Goldberg drive, where do the aliens come from Independence Day, whatever you want. And anyone can ask for something to be on the show, friends, family, you, all 3 viewers. So the topic of this week's episode, the inaugural episode, I feel like it's kind of starting out on a down note. Right off the bat, we're going into a hard subject for some people. Drugs. We're gonna jump in at the deep end and just straight up go with drugs. Crocodile heroin, you stab it in, your arm falls off. We're going that kind of deep. So drugs. Personally, I don't do drugs. I don't smoke, snort, shoot. I don't drink. I'm a straight gets. I'm real boring. But a lot of friends of mine smoke and drink. Smoke weed, obviously. I go to American public school. Have you been to an American public school and not walked past the bathroom and had it smell like a Colombian drug cartel? It's a smoking room, basically. And I don't got a problem with that. You gotta smoke, you gotta hit the bong before you take a math test to cool your nerves, figure out how to do that linear regression. You do it, man. But I personally don't, because it's probably a shame to hear this. It's a shame for me to say this. I am 15, turning 16 in 2 months, and I know multiple people whose lives have been destroyed or severely brought down by drug use. And a lot of these people I don't live or associate myself with these people any longer. When I lived in New Jersey, I lived there for 13 years, and I grew up around a lot of people. And when you live in New Jersey and you got woods for 10 miles around you, there's not much to do. A lot of those people resorted to smoking weed, drinking, huffing spray paint, whatever gets the job done, whatever makes you feel like you're not in New Jersey. Let's use this one. I don't want to name names, so let's call this kid Johnny. So Johnny was a pretty normal kid. Johnny's dad passed away in a car accident when Johnny was 3. So Johnny was raised mostly by his mom. And Johnny lived down the street from Johnny's grandparents did. And for a while, Johnny stayed with them from about 1st to 5th grade. And I played basketball with this kid, hung out with him sometimes. Real good kid, I think. As good can be when you live in middle of nowhere, New Jersey. Johnny disappeared for a while, and I'm not talking disappeared they snatched him up, the boogeyman got him, kind of disappeared, ain't coming back for a while, getting your throat slit, disappeared. I'm talking he was around, but rarely. I think I saw him from 5th grade for the next 2 years, from like 5th grade to between 5th and 7th grade. I think I saw him one time. And I get on the bus the first day of 7th grade, and this is the first time I had seen Johnny in a while. Completely different kid. He's got baggy t-shirt on, pants that go damn near a mile past his fucking waist, and like a backwards hat on, and some sneakers that would put the Easter Bunny to shame. I'm talking green, yellow, blue, and pink. He looked like he stomped through a damn pastel painting. It was ridiculous looking. And he had piercings all over his face, which I thought was weird, because usually when you're trying to thug hard and you're trying to act like you're balling out of control, you don't want to look like you just got done rocking with your emo band with your snakebite piercings. But that's not the point. I start to learn that Johnny is selling... Johnny's the name I use for this, right? Who cares? If it wasn't, it is now. Johnny started selling weed and like just went downhill, and I could see it, and I didn't really want to associate myself with that, so I cut him out of my life completely. He was done. I don't talk to him. I didn't talk to him anymore after that. And we got into an altercation at one point, and by altercation I mean scrapping, you know, boys will be boys kind of shit. But boys will be boys, which is a bullshit statement that I will cover in a different episode of Thoughts, if it ever falls down to feminism and things like that. But so Johnny, eventually I moved, and now I'm where I currently live in Las Vegas, and didn't hear about Johnny ever again. He was off the grid. And then I went back to visit probably 6 months ago at this point, and I talked to a childhood friend of mine's grandfather who I basically grew up around. He was like, we all called him Pop. He was a real cool dude. He used to give all the kids in the neighborhood candy. He even built like a rope swing for us to swing into the river with. He was super cool. And I was talking to him, and he said, yeah, Johnny's real bad. And I said, what do you mean Johnny's real bad? And he said, Johnny dropped out of school a while ago. He's in the gang, and he's selling coke. And I was like, Johnny's a year older than I am. We were in the same basketball league together. I met this kid's parents. Well, parent. Sorry. But like, it just blew my mind that we're so close still. Like, I mean, we're not close, but like in age. Like, he's 16, I'm 15. We're neck and neck, basically. He took a different path. I'm completely straight. He is the complete opposite. And what can you do? You can't prevent it. Some people, it just happens to them. It's a shame when you see it. I know other people who pop pills every weekend just so they don't have to see the life they're living. It's a shame. Personally, I don't mess with drugs. If you do, that's great. I mean, you can snort coke and do fucking bone-melting crocodile and smoke joints and take bong rips and pop mollies all you want. It does not bother me. Just keep it to yourself. I'm fine. I don't need any. My shit is already crazy enough. But like I said, I don't do it because it's just a personal choice. I don't want to risk getting addicted to it and risk screwing my life. I like to think I got a lot going for me in creative fields and any field I want, basically. I'm a jack of all trades. Not saying I'm good at everything, just saying I can accomplish most things at a satisfactory level. And I don't want to do drugs to fuck any of that up. And So yeah, that's about it. Like, I don't do drugs. If you do drugs, that's fine. And I'm not saying if your life is messed up that you brought it on yourself. I mean, it could be victim of circumstance. It could be anything. It's just, all I'm saying is I don't do it. And if you are doing it, I think as long as you're not hurting anyone else and you're okay, have at it. If you're thinking about quitting, doing whatever it is you do, shooting up heroin, snorting coke, lighting up some rocks every now and then, good on you. It's just it was never my thing. I don't think it ever will be my thing. So yeah, I think that closes out this episode of Thoughts. This is just my opinions and stories and whatever the hell you want to call it. And I feel like it's just good for me to get it out in a video format. So yeah, I am Cooper Weller of EBC Productions, and this was the first episode of Thoughts. Stay real, stay out of trouble. Unless trouble's your thing, then have at it. Stay you.